Primary deficit. Primary deficit refers to difference between fiscal deficit of the current year and interest payments on the previous borrowings. Formula: primary deficit is equal to fiscal deficit minus interest payments. Implications of primary deficit. It indicates how much of the government borrowings are going to meet expenses other than interest payments. The difference between fiscal deficit and primary deficit shows the amount of interest payments on the borrowings made in the past. So, the low or zero primary deficit indicates that interest commitments on earlier loans have forced the government to borrow. Primary deficit is the root cause of fiscal deficit. In India, interest payments have considerably increased in the past years. High interest payments on past borrowings have greatly increased the fiscal deficit. To reduce the fiscal deficit, interest payments should be reduced through repayment of loans as early as possible. Difference between primary deficit and fiscal deficit, meaning it shows the difference between fiscal deficit and interest payments. It shows the excess of total expenditure over total receipts excluding borrowings. Indicator for primary deficit, it indicates the total borrowing requirements of the government excluding interest. In fiscal deficit, it indicates the total borrowing requirements of the government including interest. Formula: primary deficit is equal to fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Fiscal deficit formula is total expenditure minus total receipts excluding borrowings.